Back everyone. You may be on Snapchat, and I will definitely tell you, if you're a Snapchat user, if any of these things ever happen to you, I would highly recommend resetting your password and then logging out of your Snapchat account. So essentially what some of these things are, and this has never happened to me, but it could very well happen sooner than later to anybody. It's essentially, if your Snapchat account, and when you're going on Snapchat, is if you get these little prompts up here that either tell you, hey, so and so accepted your Snapchat friend request, and let's say you're getting a ton of those little things, a ton of those little prompts that say, hey, this person accepted your friend request, this person accepted your friend request, and you don't even remember sending those people a friend request at all. If that is the case, then essentially what you're going to have to do is reset your password. On top of that, if your Snapchat account is sending out a bunch of different snaps without you even realizing it, or, and this is another big one, if your Snapchat account, when you log in, so let's say as soon as you open up the application, if it logs you out automatically, that is a really big problem. If any of those things happen, now the logout thing isn't as crazy because sometimes when you update Snapchat or you delete it, sometimes it makes you log back in. However, if it's a normal day and you just open it and you didn't do anything with it and it's prompting you to log in, basically like every once in a while, maybe like every once a week, that may mean that your Snapchat may be compromised, and the best thing to do at that point is to actually go ahead and either reset your password and log out of Snapchat and re-log in, and maybe even change some other things too. So what I'd recommend doing is going inside of your Snapchat app just like this. You want to go ahead and click on the settings icon up here. Now, I would probably recommend putting in a mobile number just so you can go ahead and have another verification with your device. The email I would recommend keeping as your actual email. If it's a proper email that you have, I would recommend doing it. Now, this password section, go ahead and click there, and you want to go ahead and type in a new password. Now, make sure it's a strong password, because if it isn't, obviously there's going to be some issues. So make sure it's a very strong password. And then once you have that all set up, I would recommend scrolling down at the bottom and clicking the logout option. Now click logout, and what's going to happen is, if you want to save login information, you can go and click yes. And what's going to happen is your account is going to go ahead and log out. Now at that point, what I would recommend doing is going ahead and actually updating Snapchat. So go back into your app store like this. You want to go ahead and look up for Snapchat right here. So you want to search for it or whatever the case is, and you want to go ahead and update it. Now, as long as your Snapchat is up to date, this may mean that you can be a little bit more safer just in terms of everything else going on. And at that point, once it's updated, you want to go back into it and you want to go ahead and update Snapchat. And once it's done, you want to go ahead and open it up and you want to log back into Snapchat. Now, this is probably one of the best things you can do. Now, if you still feel like your account is compromised and, tons of snaps are being sent without your permission and you're constantly being logged out and all that stuff, I would probably recommend contacting Snapchat, because it could be a bigger issue than you may realize. I've seen a lot of people, even in my personal life, their Snapchat accounts get hacked and they're just like crypto scams and stuff at that point. So that's pretty much what I would recommend doing at that point. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.